Hello Music con Brio students and families. This video is for piano students in the 4:30 class and the 5:15 class. And this is going to be a note reading review video. So let's go ahead and get started. We are going to do some flashcards today just to review the notes of the treble clef. And as we remember, treble clef is this symbol right here. And on the staff, this is the right hand, so the upper line that our right hand plays. Okay, so I know that all of you have been reading music for quite some time now, but it never hurts to just take a step back and review, and it's kind of fun too to quiz ourselves and see how well we're doing at our note reading. So first, we are going to review the line notes, or the notes that are on the lines of the staff, and we have 5 lines, right? So we use a little rhyme to help us remember the names of the notes on the lines, and that is every good boy does fine, starting from the bottom and going to the top. All right, so these cards just happen to be in order, so let's talk through them first, all right? So this note here, the bottom line of the staff, every, so that note is an E. All right, second line, every good, this is a G. Every good boy, that one's a B. Every good boy does, this is a D. Every good boy does fine. This note on the top line is an F. All right, and then there's another line note that's really important for us as piano students. So this is on what's called a ledger line, which is a small mini line that is used to extend the staff. In this case, making the staff lower. Later on, you'll see we can have ledger lines that are higher than the staff, but this one is lower than the staff. So we all should be able to recognize this note. This is middle C. But in case we forget, a good way to figure out what notes are on ledger lines is to go to the nearest note that we know. So the first line we know is E, right? And then the notes go alphabetically down from there. So the note right below E, what comes before E in the alphabet? It's D, right? So that would be D. And then the note on the ledger line just below D would be C. So we know that this is middle C, but just another way to figure it out in case you forget. So these are the line notes. Let's mix them up and try again. And we'll do a little quizzing here. So I will show you the card, give you a second to answer to yourself, and then I'll tell you the answer so you can check your work. All right, let's get started. You just saw this one. Yep, this is middle C. Think of your rhyme. Every good boy does fine. This is E. Every good boy does fine. This one is B. This one's a D. Doing great. Every good. This one is a G. And finally, every good boy does fine. This one is F. Okay, so those are the line notes on the staff. And we're also going to do a little review of our space notes. So the space notes are obviously in between the spaces on the staff, or in between the lines. So they're in the little space between the lines, right? And we know that the staff works in ABC order, right? Alphabetically. So from the bottom to the top, we're going through the alphabet. So the first line of the staff is E, right? And that means the note in the space right after that is F. A, B, C, D, E, F. But we also have another little fun way to remember the space notes on the staff, and that is with the word face, F-A-C-E. So starting from the bottom space, this one is F. The next space up would be A, F, A. We're spelling the word face. F, A, space, C. This one is C. F-A-C-E. The top space is an E. So the space notes, remember, spell the word face. And you can remember face in the space. Those are the space notes. And you probably learned that at school in your music class as well. There's one more space note that we see a lot in our piano music, and that is the space right below the staff. So we know that the first space is F. We know the first line is E. So think about the alphabet. What comes before E? That note is D. And it's the D right above middle C. All right, so let's do the same thing. We'll go through the space notes a little bit, quiz style. I'll give you a chance to think about it and answer out loud to yourself, and then you can check your work and I'll give you the answer. Okay, here we go. Face in the space, F-A-C-E. So that note is E. Okay, this is the one below the staff. Think about it. This is D. That's an A. This one is a C. And this is F. All right, how did you do? Did you do well? I'm sure you guys are all doing great. A lot of us have been reading music for a while. Some of us are just starting. Wherever you are, it's always a good idea to review and to make sure that you feel really secure in your note reading. So I'm gonna mix these all together now, lines and spaces all together. And we're gonna go through and do some more quizzing. I'll go pretty slow the first time, and then we'll see if we can do a speed round at the end. Okay? All right, ready? Let's go. It's a space note. Think about face in the space. This one is A. So always think, is it a line note, every good boy does fine, or a space note, face? Every good boy does. This is D. Okay, this is a space note, but it's below the staff, so it's not part of face. This one is D. This is a B. F. This one is also F. The top line. Okay, this one is middle C, a very important note for us pianists, middle C. This one is C, F-A-C-E, face. This one is E. Okay, F-A-C-E, this one is E, top space. And this one is G. All right, good work everyone. Awesome job. It is time now for our speed round. So I'm gonna give you a little less time to answer. I'll go through them a little bit quicker. And even if you don't know the answer or you're feeling flustered, you can always stop the video and go back earlier to watch other parts where I'm explaining. You can pause and practice at your own pace. It's okay to do that. But this part of the video can be used all throughout the week. As soon as you're feeling like you've really mastered it, you can turn on this part and test yourself for the speed round. All right, ready, set, go. B. G. Middle C. C. A. F. D, E, E, D. All right, friends, great work. Feel free to use this video several times. Keep practicing. Our note reading is really super important. And great work. I will see you next time.